This is the Iowa Weather Report for Monday, August 26, 2013. Now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run. At 1 p.m. this afternoon, we still have this ridge overhead. It's centered about near Kansas City, expanding from the Four Corners region all the way to the Mid-Atlantic, and all the storm systems and all the rain shower activity is way to our north across the Dakotas into the Great Lakes, across the Gulf Coast, and across the Four Corners region with the moisture coming off of what was once Ivo in the eastern Pacific. And that streams up into the Four Corners region, but that's not here. It'll still be hot. Highs today and tomorrow in the 90s, maybe approaching 100 in some areas. Heat indices at or over 100. That'll be the case here even on Wednesday. You can see the rain is well to our east. There looks to be maybe a frontal system that does start to move into at least the northeastern counties here late Wednesday night. And especially into Thursday, you can see that here with some moisture over Minnesota that then goes down along the eastern counties of the state into Illinois. We do have to watch to make sure we don't get some backdoor activity that comes in from the north and northwest. But then that begins to move in or move away as the heat builds up again. Highs still remaining in the 90s, maybe 100 in some areas, with any rain Friday and into the following weekend well away from us. We head to Saturday, though. That frontal system will still be close enough that we still have to watch the northeastern counties of the state for any shower activity. Chances of rain would be about 10 or 20% at this rate. And then Sunday, that moves away and it's still hot again. But you can see a frontal system will start to dive in from the north and west across the Dakotas and Minnesota, and that will have to be watched as we head through the Labor Day weekend, which this is, because a week from today, which is Labor Day, the ridge is still overhead, but it's starting to weaken. The heights are starting to come down, and it is starting to be bumped out by this trough up over the Pacific Northwest. And with that, we could see some rain shower activity starting to approach, but it still looks warm. And as we said for the last few days, we thought the heat would start to go away on Labor Day weekend, and it looks like it's still going to continue. We'll have to see. And you can see here as we go further into the extended period, September the 6th, you can see now the ridge is to our west, but now we have a northwesterly flow. We have a bit of energy coming along that northwesterly flow over the Great Lakes, and that could bring some shower activity. Unfortunately, it's not in our state. It's in Minnesota, Wisconsin, and the UP of Michigan, and that's not here. But it will be a little bit cooler with that northwesterly flow, highs in the 80s to near 90 out west. And then you can see here at the end of the forecast, September the 10th, you see no ridge anywhere nearby. The main storm track is now near us again. See a piece of energy, pretty strong energy coming into the Dakotas if this was to be right. And that would bring what could be a fairly nasty storm system for September standards into the state. But this will probably be gone in the next run, so we'll have to see this later on. And you can see the satellite image from last evening. Look at the lovely clear skies, and it'll be that way for a while from the southwest or from the Texas to here to the east. Storms well to our north and well to our south, and that's why this watch warning map shows the flash flood watches across the southwest with the moisture from Ivo. Excessive heat warnings and heat advisories around here and elsewhere are fairly quiet. QPF chart precipitation over the next 5 days, or lack of precipitation through Friday evening at 7 o'clock. GFS shows some rain around here. It's likely not going to happen, but 99% of us will stay dry. It's the 1% that may get some.